What is up? Excuse me. But what is up? What is up, Facebook and YouTube family? I just wanted to get on and do a quick little read. More so to just record how she's doing and how she's feeling. I told y'all in the last read, give me about 3 days and she gonna be better. She just gonna be clearing T8, TF up, DF up, and boom. Like I said, I knew exactly what it was and what happened or why. I just knew what it was. I'm rubbing my selenite crystal ball. And it's quite refreshing, I must say. I think I'm going to pull it a little close to me, closer than usual. Let y'all get some of this selenite energy in your life. It's a little stand that it sits on. Wow. I think I'm going to let it sit in my lap. That was feeling this weird sensation in my left hip. It's like a tightening of my muscles. And I have no clue. Like, that has never happened before. And it's going down like the front of my right thigh. So we're just gonna sit a minute. How are y'all doing? Hope well. And I have a dry brush here. I don't know what this red stuff is, but I'm gonna take that up and down vertically along that right thigh to get some stimulation up into that hip. Move that crystal ball for a minute. I think we're getting some relief. So when I use my little homemade cards and you see the card that says dry brush, much better. That was awkward. But again, just like in the other reading I was saying, it's like, your spiritual practices and things like that, you have gained the tools you need now. Like, I just did a little dry brushing here and felt a little crack in my neck. Oh, it feels so much better. So if you guys suffer from, leg cramps or tingling in your numbness or things like that in any of your extremities, get your dry brush. Like I said, it's very good for stimulating blood circulation on those superficial muscles and the soft tissue muscles. Feel like a new person. Feel like nothing ever happened. That was great. And that was really neat or cool. I don't know, except for it to be caught on camera. How I went through the whole motions of that and saw the dry brush. Like, it was a moment. It was a vibe. Definitely empower you wellness vibes for sure. And also firsthand show you what, dry brushing can do and how it can help. And I never even really thought about using the dry brush, for, when you get Charlie horses, or, if people who suffer from restless leg syndrome as well, the dry brush I feel could be very helpful in providing some relief with that. All right, so let's just get into the reading. As you see, it's like 10 something at night. I'm in my little sleep clothes. This is like a long t-shirt. It's so cool. And as you see, got the Caribbean on there. I was gifted this from a dear friend, an elder, a Baba. I don't think he's a Baba in the spiritual sense, but, Baba just mean, like father figure or elder in the African tradition. And I think it just means like father or, elder in the Nigerian dialect, I believe. Definitely, it is a term or title used in Ifa. But that's neither here nor there. We've shuffled. I feel refreshed. And let's get into it. All right, so let's see what messages come out, what cards come out. So we have the Eight of Pentacles right on point with the dry brushing. It's, it speaks of the work, perfecting our skills, learning new skills. I just learned a new skill with the dry brush. We have the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Eight of Swords is that stuck energy, probably like the muscles in my legs was feeling stuck, but the tools that I have, the work that I've been doing gave me the knowledge, to reach for the dry brush, to see if it worked. I've never experienced that before, never used the dry brush in that way, but it came through for your girl. And she's definitely feeling in her Queen of Pentacles energy. She's grounded. She's, stable. And I think even on here, she has a key. Exactly. If you can see that, she has a key in her hand. You know what I'm saying? And so that dry brush was a key to relief for me. And so you guys may be experiencing something in that way. You're maybe, finding that this key can unlock other doors, or finding other use for certain tools that you have that can help pull you out of this stuck energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling some tension and stiffness in my right shoulder. So best believe once I finish with this read, she's gonna, get that dry brush going. And like I said before, if you've watched any of my other reads, when you use the dry brush, you want to go in an up and down motion, as much as possible. Get the friction going in whatever way you can. But you want to definitely try to just go in an up and down motion. And you can always go online and find other tools and formats and just instructions on how to use a dry brush. Look, and that even helped my shoulder. Like, my shoulder was feeling stiff. I was kind of babying it, but just using that really helped. So hopefully you guys, are paying attention and watching and not just skipping over these things. Look at that, Six of Pentacles. That's, not waiting for someone to validate you, but creating your own happiness. And it's just like, like I said, the traditional Six of Pentacles card is like, man, he has given this one person He has 6 pentacles. Of course, he's giving this one person 3 pentacles, and you have this other person here has 2, and he's like, okay, where's my other pentacle? You gave them 2. It's like you're not waiting for someone to give you anything. You're taking matters into your own hands, and you are, you know, coming up with, like I said, new uses for things that you may have used for years, but you're seeing how they can provide relief, and just, like I said, finding new uses for things that you've done for a minute. And so we have the 7 of Wands here. That's standing your ground. And knowing that you have the ability, know that you have the strength, know that you have everything that you need within you to overcome abandonment, you know, 5 of Pentacles, to overcome a lack mentality. You know, the 5 of Pentacles can also represents change. So this could be a change in your finances for the better. It's definitely a change in your finances for the better, because it's coming out underneath the Queen of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. And then look at that, bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords, which is moving on to calmer water. So we're going to put that down. We're going to shuffle a little bit. And then we're going to get one card for each of these cards out. One card to clarify each of these cards. You know. Exactly. Yo, it's just wow. It's beautiful though. You know. Beautiful energy. Exactly. Exactly. Bottom of the deck for the clarifiers is the Judgment card. You know what I'm saying? Like you, the Judgment card is an awakening. You know, you're really awakening to who you are, Queen of Pentacles, being grounded, being that entrepreneur, being that leader, a nurturer. But it definitely has to do with business, you know, and your skills and creating your own. So the card that we have that came out to clarify the 8 of Pentacles is the World card. Ending the old cycle. Again, you know, your work as you perfect your skills, you know, it's being elevated. Your skills and your work ethic and the way that you do your work. Like you're finding, you know, even more ways to expand on the knowledge that you already have. And it's this new expansion in your, you know, in how you process your work, the things that you're passionate about, your creativity. You're becoming more creative, you know, with your abilities, your superpowers, you know. It's just divine timing. You've waited for divine timing. Or, you know, Spirit wants you to, you know, kind of, it's divine timing right now, and the Spirit just kind of wants you to marinate and really sit and get grounded in this new energy, in this new awakening of your, you know, skills and your abilities, because you're ascending. You definitely have ascended with the World card here. You ended an old cycle and you're beginning a new one. You fucking leveled up, period. You've leveled up because you've taken matters into your own hands and didn't sit back and wait for someone to, you know, give you a handout. You did what you needed to do. You know, you overcome those toxicities, because we have clarifying the 6 of Pentacles is the Devil card. You know what I'm saying? You overcame those obstacles, those addictions, perhaps, to validation, because this devil is over the 6 of Pentacles. You overcame the addiction of, again, waiting on someone to say, oh, you are great, or this and that. No, you believed in yourself. You found the strength to believe in yourself. And so You've pulled yourself out of this stuck energy. You fought. You said, oh, hell no. I'm not going out like this. I'm not going, not like this. Not like this. Like in Matrix. And you're going to be rewarded for it, because we have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to be rewarded for the tenacity that you had to, even though this phrase isn't maybe grammatically correct or even the right phrase to use, because it's impossible how you're going to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But in what that phrase, what people mean by it, in a way, is that you got it from the dirt, period. You know, we're just going to say it like that. You got it from the dirt. You worked. You worked. You worked. Even when you were knocked down, but you picked yourself back up. Seven of Wands. You picked yourself back up. You stood up for yourself, and you believed in yourself. And Two of Wands, which is the energy, am I going to remain stagnant or am I going to move forward? You got the stagnant energy behind, and you got this fiery, passionate energy in front of her. Are you just going to stay stagnant, or are you going to move towards the passion and the fire? And you see, she got the fire on her wand there. She stood her ground. And you stood your ground and decided to fight. So you're not remaining in the stagnant energy. Twos are decisions with this Two of Wands here. And you decided that you're going to move forward. You're going to believe in yourself. The passion that you have for life and for, your work. Like, there's something that you're very passionate about. A gift of healing, perhaps, that you have. Speaking of the dry brush and things like that, you have a gift for healing. And, it's leveling up. Like, you're really bossing up, and you're a trailblazer. You're about to be a trailblazer, But Spirit wants you to acknowledge that, of course, but also take the time to nurture it. Again, like I was saying before, Spirit kind of wants you to be still and just take in all of this energy. Take in and integrate these new downloads that you may be receiving from Spirit as well. Ground yourself, because you've been given a key. You've been given a key. And so with this, judgment card at bottom of the deck, you're awakening, you're answering a call. And Spirit just wants you to kind of rest right now, because there may be a lot of energy surrounding you. A lot of, like I said, downloads coming in. You may be feeling the rush to, or a surgence to read books. Even earlier today, I started looking at my book collection, and I was like, you know what? I kind of got excited looking at some of the titles that I have. I'm like, I kind of want to get back into that. And so, the Eight of Swords, like I said, it's perfecting your skill, So there may be some books that you may need to open up as well. That's going to, again, that key, show you a different way, or open your eyes to a different way of, expanding on what you already know, if you get what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. But I feel like there's something that, I don't know, maybe it's something that you left behind at one point because you were confused, because, the next card's out. Underneath that Queen of Pentacles and Four of Swords is the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. There could have been an idea, that you had given up on because you didn't really know how to manifest it in a way. And so I feel like Spirit is going to be downloading you with. Spirit is going to be guiding you. So if you're guided to a book, an old book that you had, pick it up and read it. There may be something in there that's going to unlock, with the key, with the Queen of Pentacles, that's going to unlock in that missing piece that you needed to bring everything to fruition. As you see, I'm kind of babying that shoulder again. Got some more work to do. Like I said, I'm going to take this shirt off and I'm going to get to it with this dry brush. But, yeah, so some really good energy here. You're definitely moving on to calmer waters. And you're answering the call. So we have patience that just came out. And not sincere effort, scheming, plotting, planning. Could be some people around that's not sincere in their efforts. People may, because this is coming out underneath the devil. So again, toxic people. Some people who maybe are obsessed with you. They really don't see how you've grown and ascended, world card. They can't really see, they don't understand your work ethic. Because these people may have tried to really bring you down in the past, but you're you're so invincible. Bottom of the deck is the root chakra. You're so grounded within yourself. You're so confident within yourself. And it's you're no longer fazed by them. So we have stubborn. So these people could be stubborn in their efforts of, trying to distract you. Because we have here not receiving healing energy, stuck, stagnant. Yeah, they want you to be stuck and stagnant like them. But you're not like them. Those people that are around you trying to distract you, they can't figure out how you keep leaping over these obstacles and things that they try to throw in your way because they refuse to accept their life. You know what I'm saying? They, instead of taking accountability and making the changes, they're, trying to, hold on. They in a midlife crisis type thing. They are, not want to accept that they're getting older. I know a guy that is a grandpa, but he refused to be called a grandpa. He said, I'm a cha-cha. Dude, just accept it. You're a grandpa. It is what it is. That, though that type of mentality is so superficial to me, honestly. But, it is what it is. He's where he is. I accept him for where he is. You know what I'm saying? And, how he wants to view life, that is his choice. But don't you get caught up. You know what I'm saying? You make sure you keep moving because it says here, connect to the realms of light. Prepare for a heroic healing moment. So there's definitely a huge healing moment coming in, perhaps for you. And the fact that these people, is still on that hamster wheel going in a circle, they're about to miss this moment. They're about to miss this opportunity with you. So, and don't feel guilty if you have to leave these people behind, because you got to know that they're going to slow you down. Just pulled hard to get along with. They're going to be they're going to be just, mud, gum on the bottom of your feet, slowing you down. And you don't have time for that. So get some suns, and this could be Yo. And look, hard to get along with. I also wrote on here, not living in purpose. People who are not living in their purpose are going to stifle you and slow you down and keep you from living in your purpose. Get some sun, and this could be, that light being shed on the moment, on the situation. Open your eyes and see these people for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get grounded in understanding where they are. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to live in this fantasy world and this fantasy land and, make them something that they're not. It's been how many years? Have they changed? If not, it's no longer your responsibility to make this person or to help this person see the error in their ways or see what it's not your job anymore. Heavenly help. So you got some heavenly help here to help you out, and also it's time for you to surrender it to spirit. You're not God. You know what I'm saying? So let go and let God, Now it's time for you to focus on you. Like I said, the old cycle is ending here with the World card. 8 of Pentacles, your work, just, everything about you is going to the next level. And you can't have this succubus, incubus energy around you slowing you down. Look, clown chakra. These people are operating out of their clown chakra. They're operating out of false intelligence. They're disillusioned. They're full of BS. And possibly unbeknownst to them, that's another reason why you can't stay around, because, again, they're not taking accountability. Overcoming obstacles. You got to overcome that obstacle. You got to look at that, self-love. If you truly love yourself, you will allow the sun to shine on this person to bring you enlightenment about that said person. Yeah, you may love them. You may care a lot for them. Yeah, you may have known them for years and years and years, and y'all have built, basically at the end of the day, y'all probably just built. The only thing y'all really have is time and, certain experiences, but there wasn't really a true intimacy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really support you and accept you and join you on your spiritual journey as deep as, one should or could, You hadn't found that yet. You didn't make that connection with them. And whomever you take to the next level, they will have to, be on your level spiritually as well, So we have now we're going to go into the next row of cards, the 8 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. You may be feeling stuck, okay, because you see all this abundance coming in, but, 7 of Swords, 2 of Staffs. You got to block. You got to block these people, and you got to move forward. And it may be a tough decision. You know what I'm saying? With the stuck energy here, 8 of Swords, you may be feeling all sorts of ways and all sorts of bad about it. But, root chakra is still at the bottom of the deck. You got to feel secure in your decision. Whatever it takes for you to feel secure in this decision to end this old cycle so that you can step into the work that you were meant to do, to really step into your purpose. That's why the judgment is here. It's time for you to answer the call, to make that judgment call, 6 of Swords, and to move on to calmer waters. Things are going to stay wavy and rocky if you keep dimming yourself down and making yourself small. 6 of Pentacles, making yourself small, waiting for these people to come around and to finally get the picture with the Devil card. This could be addictions to, like I said, those relationships, addicted to wanting certain validations from these certain people. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that they see who you are. They recognize who they are. If they never tell you, they see it and they know it. And you just got to have that spiritual closure on that and keep climbing and keep going, because you got work to do. Look at that. Your spiritual team is strong now. Nothing is working. Your spiritual team is strong now. The old things that they used to do to distract you and to bring you down and to keep you under their foot, to keep their foot on your neck, is no longer working. World card. That cycle is ended. So we have a resin smudge here. So if you got resin, some frankincense and myrrh or whatever, get you a piece of activated charcoal, fire it up and throw you some resin on there and smudge your space. Emotional sickness. It has obsessed, which is the devil card. Obsessed, addiction, childhood trauma, jealous, spiteful, depressed, and stuck. These people, you may have some people around you that are jealous. You know what I'm saying? And they want to block you. 7 of Wands from making the decision. 2 of Wands to move forward. They want to keep you stuck. 8 of Swords, so that you don't reach this Ace of Pentacles energy, that abundance. That it's a huge potential. Ace of Pentacles are gifts from spirit. And it's, we have the freedom of choice. The Ace of Pentacles always bring a huge potential, but you have to make the decision to go after it. You have to make the right decisions to, walk that path. Look at that. Wu Wei. And this is, healing hands. So you may be a healer with healing hands. We talked about that. But Wu Wei is allowing your heart to direct your movement. Breathe into your heart. Imagine a vibrant green light in that heart chakra. Inhale, healing energy. Exhale, any stuck, stagnant energy. And as often as you can remember, check in with your heart and allow your heart to move you. It says tap into the light and surrender to feeling the healing sensations in the body. Gently massage over those sensations with a smile. And smile is an acronym. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, of S, start, M, my, I, intelligent, L, loving, E, engine, smile. Start my intelligent, loving engine. And lead with your heart. Lead with your heart. Don't be in this obsessed and stuck, depressed energy. Childhood traumas of wanting validation. Look, just pull truth. Allow your heart to direct your movement. Allow your heart to lead you to truth, to the truth of who you are and where you need to be. Look at that crown chakra activated. Your crown chakra is activated. You're seeing the truth. Your intuition is on point. So really check in again. Like I said, check in with your heart. Check in with your third eye. Check in with your crown chakra. Smudge. It says, I just pulled this card. It says, when in your authenticity, much power and grace shall rally to support you. When you're in your authenticity, much power and grace will rally to support you. So you got to stay true to yourself. Not true to who these other people that you've been knowing for a long time want you to be, but being true to yourself. You know, standing your ground and what you believe in. And you may know that it's time for you to move forward, that you can't remain where you are and stay stuck. Everyone around you may be trying to convince you otherwise, but it's time for you to move. We have Yemoja come out. That is an Orisha deity from the Ifa tradition. Yemoja is the owner of all fresh water. She's the firstborn Orisha. She's mother to all. She can be vengeful and wrathful. Okay. Yemoja never denies a heartfelt plea. Her metal is lead, as lead cannot be corroded by the ocean. You know, so I feel like Spirit is saying, be like lead. Don't allow your emotions for these people or whatever. Don't allow your emotions be like lead. Be like lead, and don't allow your emotions to corrode you. Emotions are water. You know, we equate water to emotions. So let's just say if we had some cups out here, which we do have one cup card out here, which is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups kind of represents confusion and things like that. That could be an overwhelming of emotions. You know, and Spirit is saying, be like lead. That's probably possibly why the Seven of Cups is coupled here, or is clarifying the Five of Pentacles. You know, the Five of Pentacles could be that lead energy. Spirit is saying, abandon this confused energy, abandon all these emotions. You know what I'm saying? And get grounded. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Get grounded. You know, feel those feelings, Four of Swords. It's okay. You need to feel those feelings. Allow them to flow through and out of you. Really, you know, sit with the idea of the fact that you may have to, you may be separating yourself soon. You know, and it has to do with your career. Eight of Pentacles. You know, as you're going to the next level. So you may be separating from everything that you've known, but it's for the good. Six of Swords, Judgment card. You're answering the call to leadership. You're moving on to calmer waters. You're overcoming obstacles. You are conquering the devil, you know, and toxicity. You are creating and making a way for yourself. Look at that Capricorn energy. That's the devil card again. So you could be a Capricorn, could have Capricorn in your chart. Queen of Pentacles is here, which is earth energy. Capricorn is an earth sign. I think the the metal for Capricorn is lead. I believe that's what it says here. Come on, for real though. We're gonna be sure. Let's just make sure 100% Capricorn. Lead, baby. Just had a whole conversation about lead. I wasn't sure if it said leaf or lead, but because my writing, you know, with that thick ass marker, it was kind of fading out, so I can't really tell, but there we go again, lead. And then we have ambitious, conservative, discipline. You know, you got some ambitions. You're very ambitious, and you can't allow, you know, things to hold you back anymore. Discipline is going to take discipline for you to, you know, step away from what you call home. Everything that you know, persevering, but you will persevere. Methodical. You're going to be, you know, it's part of the method. You know, it's part of any leader's method at the end of the day. Realistic, responsible, rigid, serious, thrifty, frugal was a better word maybe. You know, being frugal with your money. Seeks money, status, and power. And this is just that's the journey that you possibly are on here with the Five of Pentacles. Like I said, the Five of Pentacles represents change, change in your finances. So I feel like this is, you know, a change coming in. But again, you gotta get unstuck. Eight of Swords. You got to get unstuck. Ace of Pentacles. There's a windfall, a huge opportunity, a huge potential, of money coming in. There we go again. That's come up again. Your spiritual team is strong now. Nothing is working. So you got heavenly help. Your spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, they are on your side, helping you. There's nothing for you to be afraid of. You built up perhaps an attachment to these people, but Spirit is letting you know that we got you. Wow. Like I said, this card here, be patient as your body process this experience. What that card explains this one so much, the Four of Swords, which is that card of meditation and like I was saying before, letting these new gifts and these downloads marinate and integrate into your body. So now is the time to kind of just be still, to rest, to just go with the flow, surrender to Spirit and just allow things to unfold. I'm taking accountability and stepping into my power. Like, it's time for you to take accountability and ownership of your journey, of your desires. Again, you are stepping into your power. Pisces, dreamers. Pisces are dreamers. So your dreams, may see your dreams coming true. Pisces are healers as well. So again, you may be a healer. Artistic, we have charitable, creative, dedicated, timid, introvert, spiritual, mystical, peaceful, serious, just like the Capricorn. I think Sirius was on the Capricorn card too. Look at that. Gently unwind and drop into a deeper, slower, healing rhythm to heal your mind, body, and soul. Look, and I have grounding written on the bottom of the card. Remember, this is underneath the Queen of Pentacles. Spirit needs you to just slow down and to go with the flow, because things about to rev up in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There's something that's going to be unlocked, honey. There's something that's about to be unlocked. So Spirit needs you to mentally prepare yourself for what's about to come, even though you have no clue what's coming. Spirit just wants you to rest up, because you're going to be moving. Look at that, bay leaves. So if you have some bay leaves, you might want to write on there to, set some intentions. Perhaps, again, I don't know, follow your heart. Wu Wei. Allow your heart to direct your movement. Allow your heart to direct what intentions you need to set at this time to appropriately be in the flow. Maybe that's one of the intentions. Spirit, I want to flow. Allow me to surrender. Maybe those are the intentions you need to set. Allow me to open my eyes and give me the clarity of what I need to be focusing my mind on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what people to let go. Give me the clarity of what people I need to let go, what people I need to release. I don't know what your intentions may need to be, but maybe you just need to sit in meditation and allow that to come to you, as you definitely need to do some meditating so that you can get some clarity, some answers. I mean, that's what this card is about, meditation, right? Really retrospect. The fourth source can be retrospection as well. Maybe retrospection over your relationships. And maybe that will give you the clarity that you need on who you may need to release. Again, remember, we got the Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles coming out underneath that. So what relationships bring up a lot of emotions, and emotions that are confusing? Like, what people bring up confusing emotions? Those may be the people you need to release. I just pulled out heart, knows how to let go. Time to experience spiritual closure. I said that at the beginning of the reading. Time to experience spiritual closure. Haunted. You may feel haunted by this decision of releasing these people. And maybe these people may feel haunted by, you releasing them, by what they did to you. You know what I'm saying? They caused all this confusion in the relationship. They made it to where the relationship couldn't be as intimate as it could have been because out of jealousy or obsession of trying to block you. That's a personal problem at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's a personal problem. Look, breathe. Messages coming in. Center yourself and focus on the light. Do not allow these people to distract you. You got guidance, you got downloads, you got information coming in. Look at that, liberation. You're being freed. You're being liberated, So rest, walk in modesty and fortitude and strength and in power. You're taking accountability and stepping into your power. Look at that. And then we have Eshu, which is another Orisha. He's the Orisha of the crossroads. He's a Orisha that you can call in when it has to do with things that has to do with chance and making split decisions. Eshu helps you to make the decisions. Eshu is a child and an old man all at once. I mean, you possibly were one of those child or children that people said you had an old soul. Then you probably, your head is probably ruled by Eshu. That's what they call it, what they say in Ifa. When you start practicing Ifa, there's a reading done to see what Orisha rules your head. You have a male deity and you have a female deity. So at that point, they'll throw and maybe cast Obi or whatever different forms of divination that they use for that particular reading. And they find out who rules your head. And so if you one of those people who people said was had old soul, Eshu may have been your male Orisha deity if you were to practice Ifa, which is the Nigerian tradition. Old man and child at once. Eshu is the wisest of the Orishas, knowing all things of heaven and earth. So he's very balanced within the earthly realm and the heavenly realm. It says, without his goodwill, no other spirit or Orisha can help you. So other deities and energies have to get permission from Eshu, So, you want to give Eshu his due reverence and worship, even when directing your prayers to other spirits. If you give Eshu his due reverence, your prayers may be heard even the more, if you understand what I'm saying. And if you believe in that, you ain't got to believe in that. You can just do what suits you. Listen, check in with your heart. It says, found where large gathering of children. Eshu can be found around large gathering of children. He protects young children, large gatherings. Eshu controls fate, decisions, and all aspects where chance is the deciding factor. And at the end of the day, most of our choices are made from a split decision. And no matter how much preparing we do, when the time comes for it, it's kind of like a split decision. And wow, look at that. Make sure it's spirit-led. Bottom of the deck is spirit, says spirit-led. Release in constant meditation. Release and be present. Be in the present moment and try to be in constant meditation at all time. Be in, in that energy of just flow. Being spirit-led. All right, so let's pull one oracle card. And If you watch this, definitely go back and check the last reading I did maybe a couple days ago, where I was pausing this video every 2 seconds, it seemed like, to blow my nose or to wipe my nose because it was draining. And in that video, I said, watch, in 3 days, your girl gonna be good. You're gonna be better. This shit's gonna be gone. I was in that video, I was like, I know what the fuck this is. So just don't believe me, just watch. And look at her. All right, so we have epsilon modulation. 28, which comes to a 10, which is an ending, new beginning. 28. Let's see what epsilon has to say to us on today. It says, gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Period. Meditation. Go within, rest. And that's what all I've been saying in this whole reading, right? Go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms. Rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external clues, commit to your own natural timing and pace. Maybe that could be, let this oracle guide you on what intentions you need to write on your bay leaves and burn. You write them and then you burn them. Because the air, the smoke is, honoring the air element. And then, of course, the fire is honoring the fire element. The bay leaf is honoring that, the earth element. So you got 3 elements there. And hell, maybe you can get some water. You can speak your intentions into the water and also write them down, So, try to do them both at the same time. When you burn it, you got the 3 elements there, and then you can drink the water. That's the water element. And then you got all 4 elements covered, the north, south, east, west type energy. And who knows that the manifestation might be off the motherfucking chain. You know what I'm saying? But it says, as you ground, we've been talking about grounding the whole reading too. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. Don't shame yourself. Don't blame yourself. You have so much goodness within you, irregardless of what people may say that may try to block you and make you feel, may try to shame you for taking your business and yourself and your just who you are to the next level, and maybe separating yourself. Don't allow people to shame you or try to blame you for why they hadn't made it to where they want to be. Like, none of that. Reaching inspired spiritual heights requires commitment to developing powerful, deep roots. Didn't we see that root chakra a couple times? A mature, creative offering takes longer to produce than that which is ephemeral and swiftly supplanted by whatever is next. And that's maybe what these other people was living on. They were just going where the wind blew instead of grounding themselves. It says, to embrace the patience required for such building, surrender the need for immediate gratification or validation or whatever. You may have been working on this for a very long time, and hadn't been receiving the support and, the validation to know that you're on the right track. But spirit is the only validation you need. Your heart. Are you giving your all? Have you given, giving it your best? That's all you can ask of yourself, baby. And you are killing this shit. You killing the game. Even though it's not, like I said, may not be shown to you, but man, it says, look at this. You must become so confident in the authenticity and value of our process that we we must become so confident in the authenticity and value of our process that we are not in need of external evidence to bolster our courage. Didn't I just, man, let me just read. We can enjoy validation along the way, but must not turn away if it is absent for a time, especially if those around us appear to be moving faster. With such confidence and courage, we will be able to deepen and slow our breath and our restless nature and allow for the inner workings of our souls to manifest beautiful healing magic. This oracle asks you to ground yourself, believe in your potential, commit to your path, and be patient so great things can happen for you. Although the flash of stunning insight happens in an instant, it follows a complex orchestration of purification and preparation, right? Then we talk about being strategic and methodical in one of those cards, in the Capricorn card. It says there is genius in patience and perseverance. There is genius in patience and perseverance. I needed that word for myself, honey. Especially if you look at my YouTube channel, look at how the views have fluctuated up and down, baby. Do it like it's your B-day, baby. Do it like it's your B-day. So we're going to read that one more again and we're going to keep it moving. Where is it? There is genius in patience and perseverance. They are the hallmarks of nature's long game. She's playing the long game. Real long, obviously. Long game of breathtakingly diverse creative display. When we immerse ourselves in the sacred feminine wisdom that underpins Mother Nature's rapturous creativity, we live differently. We allow ourselves to not know what is coming next, to not need to have the entire picture before we trust things are going to work out. We use our power to attune and allow rather than to direct and demand. We attune and we allow. We attune and we allow. We shift from ego to soul. Did I say be spirit-led? Release and constant meditation. We shift from ego to soul, and in doing so, can embody our divine potential. This oracle asks you to trust in what is happening in your life. It doesn't need to make sense in order for you to benefit from it. Epsilon brain waves are extremely slow, and their frequency is lower than conventional equipment can measure. They are indicative of the way the brain operates outside of the usual modes of thinking. As per the dictates of mass consciousness. In epsilon state, the brain reaches its slowest oscillations between 0.5 hertz and just above 0 hertz. I think there's some, they say it can't be measured, so I don't know if these YouTube videos are actual real videos and actually are attuned with these hertz, but you may be able to find some if you want to go look. Wei Wu, or Wu Wei. Wu Wei. Let your heart direct your movement. If your heart direct you, Wu Wei. In that place, extraordinary states of consciousness are accessed, including a pure awareness of the nature of being, the deepest levels of insight, and the regenerative bliss of spiritual emptiness. This oracle asks you to switch off and tune in. The greater perspective you'll find can bring you tremendous peace. the greater perspective that you'll find can bring you tremendous peace. It is fascinating that when in super slow epsilon, the brain produces effects similar to that of the hyper gamma state, and even faster, over 100 hertz oscillations of lambda brain waves. The brain operates in the sacred feminine territory of loops and spirals rather than linear progression. And at this point of extreme polarity, there is reconnection and an experience of unity that shatters the extreme tension of difference. The superfast patterns appear to be riding on the super slow epsilon modulation. In epsilon, we find the wisdom, the wisest of the Orishas, Eshu, right? And it's the wisdom part, the wise, anyway. We find the wisdom of the yogis of India, who taught that in sitting still, we overtake those who are running. This oracle asks you to put your faith in the spiritual power of your path. Put your faith in the spiritual power of your path. Put your faith in the spiritual power of your path. Dedicate yourself to your personal development. 8 of Pentacles, right? And seek out the loving presence of those upon the earth and in spirit who nurture your heart and protect your soul. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Seek out the loving presence of those upon the earth and in spirit who nurture your heart and protect your soul. Measure those people the people in your life against that. Do they nurture your heart? And do they protect your soul? Or do they protect your soul? Do they respect your spiritual practices, your spiritual path? You know, can they teach you? Do they protect your soul? The healing process. As you settle into a comfortable position, connect consciously to your breath and as it flows in and out. When you are ready, close your eyes and relax. Focus on the breath, allowing it to become deeper and slower. Perhaps even a slight pause after inhalation and a slight pause after exhalation. As you relax, the pauses may lengthen. Allow this to be natural and unforced. When you are ready, follow your awareness to gently and respectfully center itself within your physical brain. Allow your awareness to gently and respectfully center itself within your physical brain. You can intend, visualize, imagine, or feel there are subtle gears or dials in your brain. Your brain knows how to shift gears or turn down dials so it can move from everyday awareness to a more relaxed state. So imagine there's a dial in the center of your head and turn it down from everyday awareness to a more relaxed state. As those gears shift or dials turn, relaxation increases into positive, euphoric feelings. Excess energy, perhaps excess heat or inflammation, begins to disperse throughout your body, discharging through the hands and feet. The excess energy, heat, or inflammation is discharging through your hands and your feet as you turn those dials down into a more relaxed state. This allows for further pleasurable relaxation of the brain and a sense of powerful stillness spreading through the brain and the body. A peaceful field of energy begins to radiate out from your brain in all directions. this happens naturally to the degree that that is appropriate and helpful for you now. Rest here for as long as you wish. When you are ready to emerge, slowly return by focusing on the surface of your skin and the flow of the breath. Allow the breath to deepen and become stronger. Complete your process by grounding and hydrating your body. I love you all, and until next time, peace.